Hello, I'm Lisa Reese, Senior Product Manager for Accela Citizen Access. I'm excited to be at Accelerate 2021 and that I have the opportunity to speak with you about the citizen experience. Thank you all for joining the Citizen Access Best Practice session. Today, we'll discover best practices to implement citizen access so that you can enhance your citizens' experience. Some of you may be new to Accela or just starting to use citizen access. Some of you may have implemented citizen access a while back, or your site was implemented by someone else. Regardless, we'll cover some of the best practices to help you in your journey to build a better citizen experience. Today, we'll cover best practices to implement Accela Citizen Access. The power of our configurable business rules to automate processes and send email notifications. I'll touch on a few recommendations to create effective web pages and our new mobile responsive design. We'll cover keeping citizen access accessible. This is a high-level overview. So at the end, I'll share with you where you can find resources to empower you and your agency to create a great citizen experience. Citizen engagement has never been more important. The pandemic emphasized the need to bring services for citizens online. Bringing your services online means enhancing customer service. Online services makes it easier for citizens to engage with you. We know the public appreciates the convenience of 24/7 access. With citizen access, applicants can initiate an application, do things like check the status of an existing application, renew a license, make a service request, or upload supplementary documentation during the review process. Online interactions cut processing time. With automated workflows, you cut the time required to process new or renewal applications. Some customers have reported up to a 50% reduction in time from the time the application is filed to the license or permit being issued. Through automation, we achieve greater transparency. No more wasted times chasing down statuses of an application. Citizens will always know where they are in the application. And as the application status changes, citizens may receive instant notification of the changes, so they stay fully informed as well. Additionally, a benefit to you is greater economic growth. Citizen access reduces much of the manual and labor-intensive work of enforcing and regulating local codes and ordinances. Using citizen access speeds processing time for faster development of growing communities. Let's cover a few of those best practices. When designing the citizen experience, you'll need to consider the business process from start to finish. What does it take to complete a request? Starting from the intake screen, what information are you tracking to start an application? In a review that may be needed, inspections that may be done, fees to be paid, everything you need for the permit or license to be issued. What record types will be available? The list can include applications, licenses, permits, code compliance cases, complaints, violations, and more. What solution-specific fields do you need for each application? As a note, at Accela, we call them custom fields. We need to think about what are the steps necessary to complete the application. This determines the page flow. For example, do you need location information, contact information, work descriptions, supporting documents, and so on? What permission user types have? Can they complete a request anonymous, so without signing in, or do they need to log on, create an account? What features can they access, like search? You'll need to determine the fees needed for the application and the payment methods available. What license and contact types are available when applying for permit, license, or applications? These are all key set of areas for citizen access. To go to the next level, automate as much as possible. The Civic Platform's configurable business rules engine is a powerful tool to help you streamline scripting and leverage more of the product using business rules. This feature became available in version 10, with additional rules added in version 19. You can leverage business rules to enhance the citizen experience. You can configure automation that does validation of application requirements to ensure that the right information is provided. Things like to ensure fees are collected, required documents are uploaded, and people with valid license are performing the work. You can auto-populate fields, so synchronizing data between a license and a license amendments for making renewals easier. You can improve the user experience by auto-populating defined fields with previously supplied information. You can make it easy to stay on top of license and renewal and sending notifications to keep citizens informed. Event-triggered email notifications can reduce staff for your workload. As I said, configurable business rules can automate notifications to citizens. You can set up notifications for things like when additional information is required to complete their application. You can send notices for payment to inform an applicant a payment is needed. You can inform applicants that a permit has been issued through issue notifications. You can inform citizens of application status throughout the application process using application notification emails. And you can send renewal reminders notifying license holders that their license is about to expire. You can set these up to go out at intervals before the expiration of the license. Currently, there are 31 notification templates that have been automated or have automation rules that trigger these notifications. Each notification can be easily configured with contact types specific to the individual application or define workflows using the new configurable scripts. Let's take a look at an example of a configurable business rule to send an email. Each configuration rule set has a criteria section and an action section. The criteria section is what record type is firing, what event, in this case, workflow task, update after. In the action section is looking for the contact types that will receive the email, and a report, which would attach the license in the email so the citizen can print it. And we have sent notifications with a deep link for the citizen to link back directly to citizen access. Using configurable rules, also known as EMS scripts, you can extend the functionality of Civic Platform. The event manager configuration controls the timing, and the script engine performs the action. This is set up with the communication manager so that you have a history of that email communication. If there was ever a question as to whether a person didn't get a notice, you can refer back to the history. Not only what you sent, and if it was successful, you can see if a citizen responded back. We don't recommend you do a reply because generally agencies don't have the staff to monitor, but if you do, that would be available. You can drill down and see what was sent, so you can get into the details. Listed here are a few documents and tools that are available. Webinars and training videos are also available in our learning management system. Now let's move on to making effective web pages. We all know and have heard that citizens want to engage with their local government just like they do with a commercial website. Before we get into effective web pages, I do want to mention that as part of our 20.2, we added mobile responsive breakpoints to citizen access. Now citizens can use a mobile browser to access your site and complete any transaction just like they would on a desktop. The layout and experience adjust based on the screen size, providing a mobile-friendly experience for the citizen. We'll continue to enhance our mobile responsive design with each major release. You may be asking why mobile responsive versus a native app. Well, our research shows that most consumers look for information from their browser. They don't want to go in and download an app. 80% of the people delete apps within 2 weeks of using them once. And because we've enabled citizen access through a phone-enabled web browser, keeping it accessible is easy. No matter what the device type, it uses the same code base. And updates are faster, as you don't need to push out updates through the App Store or Google Play. You can enhance the resident experience by making a few tweaks to any web page. By fixing small issues related to the user experience, you can increase your application success rate. Most pages in Citizen Access have a sections property where you can add instructions to inform the resident with important information that you can provide to ensure that they complete the information correctly. You want to clearly communicate that information that you need from the citizen while using the fewest words possible. If you click the edit instruction box, you'll get an editor, also known as WYSIWYG. It opens up where you can add your instructions. Consider using a short statement about why you need the information to be transparent with the citizen, and use clear form headers. The application process can be complex. Think about what responses you need from your citizen when you begin creating your forms. By starting with the answers you need, you'll be able to determine how to title your form fields. Make sure you use clear form field titles. In cases that you need to capture information that may not be intuitive for the user to know what is needed in the field or the format, use the field level watermarks and field level instructions. You can give the citizen a little extra guidance so that they feel confident that they're providing the information necessary to complete the form. Make this page easy to read and complete for your citizens by keeping everything in a one column. You should only keep form fields on the same line when it makes sense to the reader. For example, keeping information such as date, month, and year on one line. This also helps ensure a better experience when the citizen is on that mobile device. You can use Brand Builder to brand your site. Brand Builder provides 4 integrated templates that are ADA WCAG compliant. They have pre-selected fonts, font sizes, and color themes. You can make adjustments, but make sure you know the compliance guidelines to keep it compliant. We've heard from several of our customers that citizens struggle with finding the permit they need and knowing the process to apply. With Premium Citizen Experience powered by OpenCities, you can create that engaging citizen interaction. The Premium Citizen Experience acts as the digital front door for all of your agency resources. It can be by department or across multiple departments, and it augments the sell's ability to provide mobile responsive, accessibility compliant tools. Using the Premium Citizen Experience, customers can create a wayfinding experience that brings transparency to the process and lands the citizen directly in the citizen access application they need, giving confidence that they are completing the right app and have the right information necessary to get approval for the permit or license. It ensures the agency staff has the information they need to quickly respond and process the application, limiting the back and forth requests for additional information. This is an add-on to your current subscription. Acela U offers a variety of classes on how to set up citizen access and other powerful tools to create an engaging experience for your residents. I'd like to thank you for joining our session and enjoy the rest of Accelerate 2021.